What's up, cousins? It's your girl, Mish West Coast, and we are back with another episode. Y'all, season 4 has been so good. I think I picked the right theme called Cut the Shit. Y'all, we really getting through conversations that need to be had. And most importantly, I want to thank you guys all for being here every week at 8 p.m. sharp to tap in with us and to learn some new stuff. That means the most to me that you guys consistently tap in with me every week. Now, if you are new here, cousins, we do meet every Wednesday at 8 p.m. And y'all, we're in season 4, so go back and watch all the way from season 1 and then watch season 4 again, because y'all, I've been dropping gems, okay? We're about to hit our 1-year anniversary. Congratulations to you guys for holding me down for a whole year. I really, really, really appreciate you guys. Now, y'all read the title of the episode. Are you in a stuck growth mentality because you can't move out of your hometown? I'm about to touch some things, y'all. A lot of the times we do not get into the growth that we should possibly get into because sometimes our surroundings aren't always fit for that. But I don't want to get too far into the episode before we pull up, y'all. Now, again, y'all know I've been on my mocktail kick. If you guys want to have an alcoholic beverage, you're at the end of your night. It is Wednesday. So it's middle of the week, we got hump day. If you pulled yourself up a drink, please make sure to share it with the hashtag what's in your cup and tag at Spill It With Mish so I can highlight it. Show me what y'all making. Show me if you guys are making some of the drinks from the past episode, because we didn't have some drinks, y'all. I have not been on my mocktail kick for that long. We didn't have some drinks, but my mocktails have been really good too. So to go ahead and continue in that mocktail era, we have another Poppy. Y'all, at this point, Poppy needs to be sponsoring Spill It With Mish because they got me hooked. I'm ready to try them all. So tonight we have the strawberry lemon. I felt like it should probably taste like a strawberry lemonade, but in a soda. So this is a probiotic soda, fully plant-based. And again, this is by Poppy, okay? So we are going to pour her over some ice. Judge your mom on how I open it. My nails are long. And we are going to pour her over some ice. It's giving strawberry lemonade. It's giving the strawberry lemonade. We got to do a smell test. Ooh, I think I'm pretty much spot on, y'all. It smells just like a strawberry lemonade. And it tastes like a strawberry lemonade soda. 10 out of 10, Poppy. 10 out of 10. That one is delicious. That one is delicious. So the strawberry lemon by Poppy. Okay? So to jump into the episode, like I said, are you in a stuck growth mindset because you can't move out of your hometown, or your mind's not being wrapped around just evolving? You might be suppressing a step in your growth by not just even thinking about evolving. Now, a lot of the time people are like, they moved outside of town with their family. Like me, I moved to Las Vegas from California almost 19 years ago. My mom moved us here. But a lot of the time I make that comparison to the friends and family that I still have in the very small town that I'm from in California. A lot of them, their mentalities are kind of stuck. To me, that place is it's home always, but I don't think it's aesthetically pleasing. When I do go there to visit, it kind of depresses me. Sometimes I do need to go and just reground and touch my roots. I love that it's there. I love that I still have family there to be able to go visit, but I would much love if they would also evolve mentally, because like I said, it's aesthetically not pleasing. California is super expensive for no reason, and a lot of them have never even just thought about let me give a year in a place another time or some time. Let me think about what that looks like. So some of the people that have made the migration do understand that was a part of growth. Some people understand that getting out of your hometown sometimes means breaking those curses and really stepping out on your own. Like sometimes stepping out on your own is making that pivot, like making that strong decision, like I want to do something else, I want to see something else. So you go forth with those steps. And I referenced the hometown scenario to the mindset because I feel like that's the biggest sunken place a lot of our people are in. Like you can't think of moving outside of your hometown, but you can think about getting a new job. You can think about getting a new place. Why not? Sometimes it takes, maybe you got to stack and starve for a little bit. You have to be a little diligent about maybe your next steps. It takes a little research to be able to move from one town to another town or another state or even out the country. A lot of us are making that transition to moving out of the country. And y'all, I talk about it a lot. Y'all know I want to move to Thailand. Like that is my sole like purpose here. Well, not necessarily Thailand, but Southeast Asia. I am in between Bali and Thailand and Vietnam. So, and I know everybody gonna get in the comments like, oh my God, it's so scary to go to another place. But sometimes you need that. Sometimes the growth is going to take for you to take the scary steps. Like for me, I want to move to Southeast Asia because people there just seem so much more peaceful. People there seem like they enjoy getting up every day. They're not weighed down by the same weights of the world. They're not listening to the next person they're at work with complain about the same things that they're going through. People are transitioning in these spaces, and I think it's time for us to start wrapping our minds around doing the same thing. This is about growing. These are about the next few steps of life. Like, we cannot live to just die. Like, we have to understand that there is more purpose there. So making the pivot to move outside of your hometown, like I feel like that is the most significant way to put yourself, like to put all your true your strengths into one and really show yourself what you have to offer. Because stripping yourself from your family, your friends, that's going to put you into a fight or flight. Like you're going to go fight or flight. You're going to know, okay, boom, I have to have a roof. I have to have an income. Okay. But now when I get to this place, I got to figure out how to navigate through the city. I have to go meet people if I want to have friends or a social life. And eventually you're going to need to have a social life. You can stay in for a little bit. You can go to work, stay in for a little bit, but that's going to get old. You're going to want to have a social life, and that's going to allow you to expand more and more and more. And I think for me, I'm really starting to get to that point where I might need to do the same thing. Like, my mind, I want to move to Asia, but what's before that? Like, what comes before that? I always talked about moving to like Texas or something like that. And I think it's really time now for me to start doing the research to figure out what it's going to take for me to get there. I think mentally my mind is made up. I feel like there's a pivot that needs to happen. I feel like making the step to move out of the country was one thing. Like, to be physically okay with leaving your country that you've known forever, your laws, your amount of American citizenship, that goes all out the window in somebody else's country. It allows you to be very humble in somebody else's country. It allows you to have more respect for the individuals in their country as well. Unlike America, where a lot of the time we don't have respect for individuals of other countries because we feel like this is America, comply with America's laws and regulations. Vice versa. If I was there, I'm going to be a foreigner in their city. I have to comply with what they have going on. That mental break that's going to happen is going to allow a pivotal change in growth, in mindset, in who I become, in structure. So I think if you've ever thought about it, if you've ever even looked at a property in somewhere else, act on it. I've been looking into like buying land. You can buy land so cheap. You can start with a piece of land, then you can start with a piece of, like, you can buy a house, you can buy all these different properties. But I think we really need to get our minds there. We need to get our minds to owning things in other places. We need to pivot outside of our norm. And when you start making those deciding factors to pivot outside of your norm, ultimately you become a bad motherfucker. Like, you become so unfuckwithable. Like, people can, like, I feel like people think small. Like, people think so small. And so for you to have a grander, you're going to do something outside the box. You're going to do something that really has you change who you are, has you change your structure, has you change what makes you safe, how you feel safe. That's big. That's a really big, and that's a really big pivot. And I just feel like people that are able to make those deciding factors and adjust to that mindset are extremely successful. They're extremely successful with money, with traveling, with business, with relationships, with communication. Like, it takes a lot to step outside the box and not just stay stagnant with the norm. And that's what this platform has been about, cousins. Like, we are not normal. We're not like anybody else. Like what Kendrick said, they not like us. They're not like us. So with that being said, we need to always exercise the right to think outside the box, because a lot of that has been suppressed in our lifeline, in our lifespan. But the fact that we are able to act on that, I think we should. America has been great to us. America has been great. Like, people can say what they want. Y'all know I talk the most shit. Like, I talk the most shit. America's been great. But I think it's time to see something else. I think it's time to see some other things. But if it starts within America, I'm okay with that too. Like, just making that thought process to leave my family. That's a lot. Y'all know I love my sisters. To leave my sisters and to go and to make that, but I feel like it will also influence them. I feel like they would thrive in other spaces too. Not necessarily will they follow me, they probably will. I'm the oldest. But it'll exercise their minds to be like, okay, I can do this. I'm strong enough to do this. Even if I had nobody, I'm strong enough to do this. People always like what's the word I'm looking for? What is the word I'm looking for? I'm sorry. Not pivot. Project. The word is project. Sorry. So people always project their own fears onto the next individual. Do you know how many people tell me like, oh, I wouldn't move out of the country because it's not safe? What about it's not safe? Like, I live in America. There's a lot of crime here. What's not safe? They'd be like, well, the rights of women. I mean, well, that president we got, my rights is a little, you know what I'm saying? They're a little shaky. Yeah, I have a lot of them, but who's to say that those won't be removed? Who's to say in another country I won't get the respect I feel like I'm deserved, or I feel like I'm owed? Who's to say? How do you know? If you've never been there, please don't project. Don't project just because you're scared. Don't deter somebody from doing something when you can come back. Like, you can literally come back. Like, if you can figure out how to maintain your salary, or how to make sure you maintain money, you can always come back. You can always do the back and the forth. It's fine. It's fine. We live this very short life, only once. Some of us get a little lucky, but only once. And I feel like we shouldn't hold ourselves stuck to what people say the norm should be. Like, I'm looking at people move to Thailand. I'm looking at people move to Germany. I'm looking at people move to Ireland. I'm looking at whole families buying compounds. I just came across something where 23 members of a family own a compound, and they got 23 different homes and 3 clubs on their property. Tough. If I could get my family on the same wave, like, y'all, do you know you can buy an island? You can literally buy an island. Like, that's what I mean. Expand the mind. Expand the mind. Islands cost as much as a house. $600,000, you can have a whole island. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Y'all want the ultimate amounts of peace and the ultimate amounts of mind in my business? This is how you reach those heights. This is how you reach that growth. And just because you have a thought outside of the box, you might need to write your thought down. You might need to revisit your thought. You might need to do some research on your thought. Don't let your thought just be a blank thought. You didn't get your thought for no reason. I say that all the time. God don't put stuff in our head for no reason. You didn't get that inclination for nothing. it might have been for you to act on. It might have been for you to just kind of hold on to for a minute. But you should do a little research on things that come to your mind. You actually are more creative than you give yourself credit for. So I hope you guys understand that this platform is to show you how powerful you are, how powerful we all are. I tell you guys all the time, I'm no different from you. Nothing that you guys have going on. I understand that I also have to make these changes. A lot of the times when I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to myself too. Like me writing these episodes, I be talking to myself, but I'm talking to y'all as well. Like I'm not above the program. I'm not above the program. And y'all, we shouldn't find ourselves constricted to one though. We should not find ourselves constricted to one program. Let's make up our own. Let's revisit the programs we've set. Let's change a couple things because we've possibly pivoted a little bit. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's a part of growth. And when you start thinking like that, y'all, we all gonna be billionaires. We all gonna be billionaires. And if you about that money in and that's what you want as an entrepreneur, as an individual, make sure you tap in. Make sure you stay with your cousin. And make sure you do the work for real. Like, it's one thing to watch the podcast episode, but what are you gonna do to really apply that to your life? Drop that down in the comments. How do you feel like you can restructure your program? Like, even if it just starts with, like, if you missed my previous episode, prioritizing yourself. If that looks like just making sure you cook a couple more times a week, or make sure you writing down your thoughts, or you getting out to actually get some fresh air, and that's where your creativity is really flowing. If you are an artist in any way, and now you done got over your writer's block like I always got, or your creative block, cousins, that's what this is about. I want us to be so locked in. I want us to defy odds when it comes down to the mental health. I want us to be so mentally aware of stuff that we nip it in the bud before it's even a problem. So make sure you like this episode, you share this episode with somebody that needs to hear it, because y'all, I be dropping gems. I really be dropping gems. I don't just be on here again just talking just to talk. I'm really speaking life to all of us, like to myself, to y'all, and somebody else needs to hear this message. Somebody else needs to hear that we're capable, we're able, these are our choices, we're powerful. And until next time, it's been a lovely episode of Spill It with Niche. I have enjoyed you guys so much. Our 1-year anniversary is coming, and we are still needing our 1K goal, okay? I'm doing a giveaway at 1K, and I need your help. I need your help. But until next Wednesday, y'all. Love y'all.